Huzzah and well met once again to all of my bannermen and ladies. It now seems that I have attracted 250 people at arms, and I wanted to make this video, or at least start off this video, with a great big thank you and huzzah for all of you for following me into this. Uh, when I first started this channel almost 2 years ago now, uh, I had 9 subscribers, only one of which was not somebody I knew personally. So to be all the way up to 250 finally, just in the last day or two, is kind of mind blowing. But we'll get on to what the rest of this video is about. So even though this is recorded at the end of all of these videos, or all of these projects that we worked through in the series of videos that comes after this, I will put this one at the very front of the playlist as a simple overview. And the idea of all of these machines, or all of these structures that we go through in this world, is how to get your items from one place to another. So to start, actually, we're going to look at just our inventory. We have, by ourselves, you can see 27 spots, 3 rows of 9, plus our hotbar of 9, that we can carry anything we want in here. And it will quickly become evident that you need to build treasure chests, or chests rather, to put your stuff into and keep it safe for later, because when you throw your things on the ground, they will only last 5 minutes before they despawn. And I don't know if you can see that in the background up over here. There's a pulsing light that didn't used to be there, and I think that has something to do with the new lighting engines. It happens nearby to water. But anyway, we'll have to look. I might have to look into that another time. There is another type of chest that we can use called a trap chest. And how the trap chest works is, oops, if you look in, they have that bit of reddish outlining around the latch, and you can see that red there on the lip of the chest. But anyway, when you put things into the trap chest, even though it's on a hopper, they will not fall down until you close the chest. And now we can see them moving through. We also have a very late game item, is the shulker box, and you can fill up all 27 of these slots with whatever you want. Break the box. It doesn't work in creative mode unless there are things in it. We can run down here and grab one that does. Well, this is a lot longer of a walk than I thought it would be. But you'll see that I've included everything from the videos in here except the golems. We don't have those anymore, and that reminds me, that video was made in the preview with the experiments on, so no, we don't have a shulker box to look at. But anyways, you can put some things in a shulker box. Once you break it, they will stay in the box and they will only take up one spot, effectively multiplying your singular item slot by 27. One limitation, though, is a shulker box cannot go into a shulker box. It just will not happen. Can't multiply too far. We'd have infinite storage. But you can put a shulker box into a chest, and it will even pass through a hopper just as well. And finally, we have bundles, and bundles are fun. I actually just learned about these being as effective as they are, because I did not understand how they worked for a long time. So what you can do is you can put any combination of items into a bundle, up to 64, and then when you right click, you will take out the first item that was put in there. So warped stem, shroom light, warped wart, and that did not go in order at all. But you can take all of those out, and it only holds up to 64, the same as a stack, but you can mix and match things into a single inventory slot. So we still only have 64 items in a slot, but we have 3 different kinds of items in that bundle. So that's your basic overview of the 3 ways that we can move our things around for ourselves. The rest of this series of videos, that's a playlist for item conveyance. I'm going to have to change the name, but it will be how to or item conveyance and how you can move your items from place to place. And there will be videos regarding each of these, such as water streams, advanced water streams for moving, even using water streams to move around entities such as villagers or animals. And we cover hoppers, and then we cover the basics of mine carts. We even cover high speed hoppers, and don't worry, I'll come back to that back there. Then we cover all of these now technical builds where we can automatically unload our mine carts with hoppers that we fill up with our items. We get into some more technical ones for high speed unloaders and allowing them to be shot right directly into a water stream. And then far back here, we have our very technical automatic loaders or smart loaders that are usually very quick, and they can be set, some of them at least, can be set to load a specific amount of items before they send the cart away. Finally, we get into the most technical ways of moving your items. And let's run so this doesn't take forever. We use droppers in a whole video. A whole 3 videos, I believe it is, because we use elevators, and then we talk about using droppers to move things laterally, even though it's ridiculously expensive in a survival world. And then we talk about using droppers as disposals or ways to offload items into a water stream, because once again, droppers are expensive, water streams are fairly cheap. We come over here for a very short lesson on routers and distributors and how to divide up your items and send them on in different directions for different purposes. And then finally, if you've seen my video recently on golems and other helpers, we don't have our actual golems here yet. They're coming in an update, but we do talk a little bit about Allay moving items for you and the possibility of using llamas in a convoy to haul a great deal of items. You can see this llama has a great carrying capacity, nearly as much as a shulker box. And the only difference is it can spit on you and you have to feed it. So that's really all I had for this video, was the thank yous. I hope more of you will continue to subscribe or like. I enjoy all of your commentary and getting to know you during my live streams. This wasn't meant to be some very in-depth thing. I wanted an overview video to put at the front of the playlist for all the ways that we can move our items around, and we'll talk a little bit about where the channel is going to go. So now that we have covered all of the ways we can move our items from one station to the next, now we've got to talk about what we can do with them at different stations and with different devices that we can create. So we will be getting into storage, automatic crafting, sorting, and even self-supplying furnaces at some point. Perhaps, well, if the views are any indication, most of you are watching the video on the sorting and crafting factory demo. So I'm very happy about that. And that's really all I've got for this video. Once again, thank you all. 250 subscribers is just outlandish to me. I never would have thought. But you guys have made it a very, very good time to do. I enjoy making videos for you, responding to your comments, hearing from you through emails or your ideas, and look forward to seeing you during my live streams and whatnot. So, thank you. Be blessed on your next quest, and I am off to my next adventure.